A familiar sight on the streets of the South, his fundraising marathons earning him admiration and affection. A man of the people, who also loved hobnobbing with royalty and prime ministers, especially his favourite, Margaret Thatcher. And that led to the almost unbelievable story of Jimmy Savile, the hero of the Brighton bomb. 8 years ago, I made a programme for Meridian presented by Mrs Thatcher's Cabinet Minister Norman Tebbit, badly injured in the Grand Hotel.
A story that Norman doesn't know. I phoned the Prime Minister, who was Margaret Thatcher, of course, and said, we will need Norman and his wife as quickly as possible at Stoke Mandeville Spinal Centre. And she said, why? And I said, 40 years as a hospital porter, I don't need to be a doctor to tell you if there's something wrong. And guess what? We found that he had a crushed and broken vertebrae that nobody had found. We hadn't have found it that following day. Might not be about now.
All of us, including Norman Tebbit, believed that story, and our programme reunited them.
And I'll be meeting the man who said he'd fix it for me.
Good heavens!
How great it was to meet Jimmy again, 20 years on.
I remember so well you at Stoke when I was there, and you set out to make me laugh.
What I remember so well is taking him into the Palace of Westminster. I've taken many guests in over the years, but he's the only one who has simply waved through security. No airport-style scanner for him. And as we walked down the corridors every few seconds, a policeman, a canteen worker, an MP would shout out, Jimmy, hello Jimmy, how's about that then, Jimmy? He had everyone under his spell. And everyone fell for his trick. Portray him as he wanted, and he'd get away with anything.
Hospitals have rules with patients and things like that. Well, because I'm dyslexic when I want to be. I don't understand rules. And
Phil Hornby for Meridian Tonight.
As you know, in the early days she had a traction.